About that Tesla story, though, because it really is basically the heart of the market today. Renita Young's here with me in studio, and Kevin Hanks joining on the line. So we talked about it this morning, but it just kept going, Renita, so let's keep talking about it. Adam Jonas, who has gone both ways on Tesla in the past, is now moving pretty distinctly bullish and pushing up that price target and then putting it on their special conviction buy list, right?
Oh, yeah. This has got Tesla shares booming more than 10% today, and that's a huge deal. Tesla doesn't move that much normally.
It hasn't really lately.
Right. So Morgan Stanley boosted the price target to $400 a share. That's around a 46% move to the upside from where it's trading today. It also took the shares to an overweight from equal weight. Now, this analyst hinges all of this around Dojo. That's Tesla's supercomputer that trains the full self-driving system that sits in every Tesla automobile. He feels like that supercomputer alone could add up to $500 billion to Tesla's enterprise value and putting Tesla at an advantage in a $10 trillion total addressable market. And how that'll play out, he says, is through customers adopting Tesla's mobility and network services at a faster rate going forward. Now, what's interesting is that he likens this move to Amazon Web Services, which we know Amazon started out as an online bookstore, but moved into the AWS portion of the company being the biggest revenue driver. He's saying that Dojo could potentially be something like that for Tesla, and it could potentially catapult it to be able to gain even more market share from where it is. And he also says that he views Tesla as both an auto company and a tech company, but of course seeing the biggest value driver here on the tech side with its software and services.
Mr. Musk did not miss the opportunity to comment on this. He did have a tweet out earlier today responding that talked about how most of the value of the company is going to be coming from robotics, both humanoid robotics and the car. You know, all of this seems like very well argued, Kevin, and I have to say that I think we mentioned multiple times throughout this whole AI boom the last several months. It was kind of weird that there was focus on upstart companies and not Tesla, which is like right now in terms of like the actual application of AI, a very obvious leader in the group. So something that seems like, it's part of the market that you kind of expect. It's a high beta name. You get an analyst finally saying, all right, I'm fully into like the Uber bull Tesla case, but is this already something that we priced in when we were back at $420? I mean, is this the type of situation that can lead to a breakout where this stock leads the whole market on its back the way NVIDIA did the last 6 months? All right, I think we got to get Kev's mic up there.
I think we lost this.
All right, because that's the thing I kind of wonder here, is that this is a stock, the analyst target prices they're putting up, we've been there before. We've been in above the 400s for Tesla. Obviously, Elon's going to come out and he's going to ride the wave of this commentary for sure,
as possible,
which he has. But this is where the question comes down to, valuations and whether or not this is going to steamroll to give us something we don't already know. I feel it's possible that if they debut something soon that really clears all the regulatory hurdles for a self-driving car, it's possible. But I mean, we've been doing this for years, and he's been promising that for years, and it still is not quite there.
Still not quite there, but that's why I think it's important that he's addressing a product that's not tied to the main product, the vehicles. Well, it's tied to the vehicles, but it's not specifically hinging on selling all of the vehicles. It's about the software and services that the company does offer, which can extend to beyond the vehicles, perhaps even like Amazon Web Services has.
That's what I thought was really compelling about this report, because saying it's like AWS implies that it's basically a whole other, business. But again, Cathie Wood has been telling everybody this, screaming it from the top of the mountain for like 8 years. I think we got Kevin back, so I want to make sure to get your thoughts, Kev, because I mean,
I'm here.
This is all, this has been part of the plan for Tesla, right? I mean, is this some breakthrough claim from the Morgan Stanley analyst, or I thought this is what every Tesla bull's been saying for like 5 years.
Right. It's been, remember, Oliver, you and I have talked dozens and dozens of times about Tesla, and what we always talk about is the pipeline. The pipeline is what's going to take Tesla to the next level, and the robo-taxi, which is supposed to be, if you read some accounts, 60% of their income going forward is going to be robo-taxi, dwarfing the automobiles. So if they get this right, and on the way to developing the robo-taxi, we develop a supercomputer that might be the best in the world. Oh, that's just a throw-in, right? So when I think of the possibilities from Tesla, and you've got the Cybertruck, and you've got robotics, and you've got all these other things in their pipeline, they're talking about, the number came up today, Oliver, in some of the articles, $10 trillion in market cap. Well, as you know, we're not even in the stratosphere of that right now. So this upward potential of this company in all the different aspects it's doing, starting with the next one up seems to be the robo-taxi, not even the Cybertruck. Yeah, I mean, Tesla's going to have its valuation arguments, but boy, the pipeline should scare the bearish community to death, Oliver.
All right, I mean, I hear you. It's just going to be a game of whether or not the timing fits, and if the valuation ascribed to its potential growth can get back to where it was. So, amazingly enough, is that even after everything the AI narrative has done to propel this market over the last 6 months, Tesla still, as we saw on the chart at the top of the show, has the lower highs dating back to late 2021. So clearly there's a lot of valuation froth that this company had during COVID that maybe we still have to wrap our heads around. But hey, it's been a while since we've seen it carry the market on its back like this. So it's certainly not unfamiliar, but it has been a while. Thanks, Kev. Glad we got your thought there. Tesla up 10%. Appreciate the story, Renita.